Miles, if you're talking, I'm not hearing you. Okay, Dhruv, can you tell like what loops means? You can type your inputs also, Miles. Yeah, I'm seeing your typing. You're talking, I am not hearing. So can you check your microphone, Miles?
Wait, should I say it?
Yes, go ahead and say, Dhruv.
So it's code that keeps on going over and over again.
Yes, so some functionality that like repeats, like continuously goes over and over again. And again, like every programming language has their own like loop concepts. In Python, we will see like what are the loop concepts that we have. But loops in case like it's like repeating over and over again, and there can be like multiple kinds of loops actually. So one is like repeating until an event occurs, or you repeat for n number of times, or you repeat like forever. If you are doing like repeating forever, you always have to check for the loops that are not terminated in your program, because your program will be like continuously running. Okay. Sean, I see that you have joined. We are recording this call, so whatever you have missed, you would be. I think that link for that recording is here already in the IM. I'll share it with you also later. Miles, is your microphone fixed?
Is it? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Okay. So in a Python, we have like two kinds of loops. One is like the while loops, and the other one is like for loops. That means like literally you will type while and then or you will type like for. So in while loops, there are like different ways you can use the while loop. The first one is just like in while one print hello. If whoever has run that Pygame program, you might have like noticed that while one, and then there will be like a bunch of code. So, and when you ran the code, you saw the ball was like continuously like bouncing on that screen, and it didn't stop. You had to like close that window, then only it stopped. That just says like, so how it works is like while this condition is true. So if this condition is true, it just like keeps doing whatever is given underneath that. So when we say like while one, yeah, the one is like it's true. Okay, when it is true, it continuously runs. Then here, like the next box, it talks about like we are assigning, what is the first line doing? We are assigning a variable, like a value to a variable, right? X is actually equal to 1. And when x is less than, like while x is less than 10, we print x. But if x is equal to 4, we break. So what does the word break means? It comes out of the loop. It doesn't do anything beyond that. So this is one way of like breaking the loop. And you can also, when you say continue, it just skips that iteration. It just like skips it and then like moves on. It just like continues. It doesn't do anything. It just continues. While it is 4, it continues. It doesn't do the work what is like next to it. It goes back to this while loop. And when you say like else, so here you're saying like when while x is less than 10, you print and you add 1 to it, else you are telling like I'm done printing 1 to 9. So it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it will tell else like I'm done with printing. So we will be doing like labs on these exercises that will like be more clear. Right now, any questions on this while loop? Is it clear? If there's no questions, is it unclear for anyone?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Watson. I heard you. Well, there's something you were going to say. I'm not hearing you, Watson, right now, if in case you're talking.
He's muted.
I'm not talking.
You are not talking. Okay, you just wanted to know if I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, yes. Okay, I'll when we'll do the labs today for this, and it should be like a clear. So as we are doing the labs, if there is any questions, we can talk about this one. But is Next is like the for loops. So for loops, we will say like for x in range 5, it means like if take a range of 5 numbers, and for each of those numbers just like print it. That is what this for loop is actually saying. So so this loop actually says, okay, for x, if it is like 0 1 2 3 4 5, and when it hits like 5, it actually like stops printing it. If you notice, like in the while loop, we had like this incrementing x is equal to x plus 1, x is equal to x plus 1. So you need to like increase the value of x, then only it will get out of this loop, because you're saying when x is, do this until x is less than 10. So that means you have to increment, you need to increase the value of x. But in for loop, you don't have to increase the value of x. It automatically increases. If you put that, it is like do it in this range. The same thing, like you can say, okay, do it in this range, and when it is like out of it, that's the else part. That is for else loop. So when it is done, you would say like print done printing. And you can have like multiple loops inside. So I have this for x in range 1 comma 4, that is the first loop, and then inside that loop I'm doing something else. So it's like if for example, if I consider like a loop, like if you are walking around in your house, if you are going like room to room, that is like one loop. But if in each room, you just like go in a circle in each room. So you go like one room at a time, but in each room you're doing that circle. So that's like that another loop inside. So it's like a nested loop. And you can also say start from one point and end at here. So you start at 2 and you end when you're like done at 10, but you are printing like incrementally with by 2s, like increase the value by 2. What do you think will get like printed here? Any guesses? Snigdha, can you? Yeah, Dhruv, I see Dhruv unmuted. Go ahead, Dhruv.
It'll only print even numbers.
Yes, it will print 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it will stop, because we told like until like 10 print and then like exit for 10. Okay. So it will like print until that and then exit. So we will just put it all together. Okay, we are going to do our like turtle drawing. So we learned about libraries, and then we learned about loops, right? Now this turtle is a library that you can use to like draw shapes. Most of the classes we will be dealing with this library only, and there is more functionalities for this library. I have just like captured few basic things here. So turtle library, it actually gives you like a pen or a cursor on the screen. So if you say turtle dot forward, what do you think will happen?
It will
The
move
turtle
forward.
moves forward.
Yes,
The turtle will move forward.
yes, it will move forward. And then when you say backward, it moves backward. So it's like right, left, up, down. So those are all like pretty straightforward. And color is like that color of that line would actually like change. And there's a lot more methods. So how you call it is like turtle dot forward, turtle dot backward, turtle dot right. And we talked about like how we will call independent methods from using the libraries. What do you think the last line will do? Turtle dot turtle. What do you think that will do?
It creates a new
I have a
turtle.
question.
Yes, it creates a new turtle. Yes,
Hey,
Vatsu.
Panita, I'm Vatsu. I have a question.
Yes.
How are you gonna create a circle with that?
Okay, how about you take that as a question that you can find the answer for and get back to me next week.
Okay.
Okay. So here are some references. This particular link, I can paste it in the IM also, like all these three links. The first link will give the list of colors that you can use. It's not just like red, green, blue. There is a bunch of colors. There's a lot of colors actually. So when this page like loads up, I'll bring it up here for you to see. And these two libraries gives you these two pages gives you additional details about how you can use this turtle library. You can whoever is interested, you can read through this page. So let me bring it here. So you see like how many colors are there. So if you notice this cursor, do you see it's like very small, right? So there is a lot of colors, and these are the words that you will use within your code. Okay, so are we ready for the lab? Any questions with the theory that was presented? Because we have at least like 20 exercises to do during the lab. Are we ready for the lab now?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeet.
Okay, Snigdha had the question first. Okay, so first Snigdha and then Vatsal. Yes, Snigdha.
Do I have to install the turtle before like?
So Turtle is a standard library. So what do we need to do if Turtle is a standard library? Do we need to install?
No. No. Import it.
Import it.
Yep. So we just like import it. Vatsal, what was your question? I see.
No, I didn't have a question. I was just saying that I'm ready for the lab.
Okay. Okay. So are you all like, have you linked, opened the Google Classroom? Because I've uploaded the labs in the Google Classroom. It's a Word document.
Yeah, I have Google Classroom open.
So yeah, go to the Google Classroom and open the lab.
Okay.
So everybody go ahead and like open the lab, and you have to like open your PyCharm also.
My PyCharm's already opened.
Yes. So before the class, everyone open the class from Google Classroom and the PyCharms, because these two will be the resources that we will, and the Skype, like these two will be the resources that we will use.
Oh God.
Okay, so there is we have like lot of exercises today, so you can do all these like in the same program, or you can create like individual programs and do it also. It's preferably if you create like new Python files and then do it, it will be good, so you can go back and refer to this also. If not, the labs or the document is available for you. You can always refer the document and just use the same code to run your program.
This is a very big list.
Yes. So how about this one at a time? Like each of you can take turns and share the screen, and others can also follow. I would stop sharing. I'm going to call from the name list here. Vatsal, go ahead and share your screen and start doing the code. So every 10 minutes, we would swap between each student.
So do we just choose like any one of these things?
No, let's do in an order as much as possible. If we do it in an order.
Okay.
Yep.
So so Vatsal's going first?
I thought like, yeah, I told him, Vatsal, like, can you start sharing your screen? Is your PyCharm all open?
Yeah,
Vatsal
my
here?
PyCharm is open.
Okay, can you share your screen with everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. And Priyambak has actually posted his Skype link. So in case if anybody has difficulty, yeah, if you have extra questions, you can.
Okay, so um
Did you mute Veda? Did. Okay. Yes. Uh, yes, Vatsal, I can see your screen. You are sharing, right?
so we have to like write the codes and run them.
You can copy paste. That's why it's in like a Word document. You can copy paste them, and but you can, but we need to understand like what you are actually typing also.
Okay.
It's up to you. If you want to type, you can type it. If not, you can copy paste.
Okay, so do we have to choose like any code or what?
Go in an order. So we will start from the lab one. Everybody go in an order.
Okay, so the first one is import date time, like where, yeah, okay,
Yep.
okay.
Oh. Oh,
I'm just gonna be in the other call, so if anyone has any questions, you can just join in there because I can't tell if anyone's in that chat from if I'm in this one.
okay.
Thank you, Triambak.
I can't copy it off the.
Open it in the Google Docs, or like you have to, yeah, open it in Google Docs.
Oh, okay. I opened it in Google Docs.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it. Your screen takes few minutes to load.
Okay, yeah. Now we can copy it.
Yes. If you want, you can paste it after this code also. Yeah, create a new Python file. Yep, that's a good practice. Just call it lab1 if it's difficult. Yeah, just call it lab1, lab2. Maximize that window. Just click on yeah. Where is your terminal? Like where is your console? I'm not able to see your console. Yep. So you see the result, right? Go back to the code. Let's just talk through the code. And so can you just move it a little bit on the side so we can see the result? Okay, so has everybody completed this exercise?
No. Yeah. Wait, how do you create a new file?
Edith.
So you click on Vatsal, can you just demonstrate what you are trying to do? Yeah, so he clicked on the Python class, right click on the Python class. And you will get that right click menu and click on new and you select Python file.
So then and then you select Python file.
Yep.
And then you can create. And then you can name it lab1.
Yeah. Now you name that one as lab2. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So open your lab1 for a minute. I think that one became like you opened that in you created that new file under V environment, so that's why it opened as a separate resource file. Okay, so are you following these lines? Whatever you did, can you explain me like what that code is doing? What's up?
So the code is telling me what the date and the time is now and today, and it's telling the year for the date for the present date, and then it's telling the month, and it's also telling the like
Date of today. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Good. You can stop sharing and you can move on to the next one. Sean, can you share your screen? Hi, Sean.
And this. Hi.
Yeah, open your pipe. I'm seeing the actually I'm seeing the Skype. So can you open the PyCharm?
The pie. This.
Yes, that one. Yes, yes. Yeah, good. You have completed the first exercise. Good job. So we can do the second one. Can you click on that project? So so we can create a new file right now. Click on the word project. It's on the side bar actually. It's on the side.
The project.
You see right next, yeah, next to that. Go further. There is something called project.
There's a project.
What is it?
I think it's
On the side actually. It's on the side.
Oh, file.
right here.
Oh,
Yes.
project.
Okay.
Yes. And right click on Python class.
Python class. Right click.
Yep. Right click there.
Right click.
And then click on new.
The first one.
New.
And then click on Python file.
Down here.
Yep. And then name that as lab2. Lab2.
Lab 2.
Mhm.
Name it.
To here.
Yeah,
Enter.
hit enter. Yep.
Hit enter.
It should open. Yeah. So you have a blank screen that got opened. Now you copy the code from lab2, from the Word document. From
The while loop. There we
yep,
go.
copy the while loop one. Yep.
And here.
Yes, paste it there. Yep. So what is this doing? It's what it is like while it is one, it is like while it is true, it is printing hello. So go ahead and run that one.
Go ahead, run it.
Yeah.
Oh, run it.
So right click there, right click in the where you typed it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, right click there.
Right click here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right click there. And then click on run lab 2.
Run lab 2.
So see it continues.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes because this loop goes forever. We did
Yeah.
not stop that loop.
Yeah.
So you stop it, like you see the red color square box, red square. If you go back to the document, it actually shows you where that red dot is.
What's exit code -1?
-1 means you have stopped that code.
Can stop right.
Oh,
Yes, stop that code. Yep, stop.
okay, okay.
Okay, so now it just goes continuously because while one, which is like while true, we are asking it to continuously print it.
I have a question.
Yes, yes. In this lab, you have a question.
Yeah. So for whenever it says while one,
Mm-hmm.
you're saying that it means while true.
Yes,
I thought exit code 0 was successful and exit code 1 was failure.
yes. Execute -1 is like you stopped it. It was successful only, but you just like stopped that code. You didn't want it to.
Okay.
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 Yep. So, Sean, any questions in this one?
Any questions?
Any questions on this one?
Mm-hmm. If you don't have questions, it's okay.
No.
No. Okay. Continue with the second one. So, same way, create new Python files and then run the next lab. So, Advait, you can stop sharing, Sean, and then Advait, go ahead and share your screen.
Brilliantly.
Yes, yes, Alan.
I'm trying to do lab 2. Sorry, project 2. But for me, it's like not working. Like when I copied and pasted it, it's like it's showing something else.
Okay, go ahead and share your screen then.
Okay.
How about, yeah, go share your screen or you can join like Triambak's Skype also and he can help you out.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You are sharing, right?
Me?
Is that whose screen is that? Who is sharing right now? I don't know if I can say who is sharing.
I don't know who's sharing the screen.
Alan, are you sharing?
No.
Okay, go ahead and start sharing the screen. I think maybe it is Sean still sharing.
I thought I was gonna go next.
Yeah, but he had a question, so we are just like going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
That
had a
makes sense.
question. Alan, are you going to share? Okay, I think he left to like Triambak's call. So go ahead and share, Advait. I'm seeing a pause on his icon, so I think he might be with Triambak. Go ahead, Advait, you go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, share screen.
Yep, and we are doing lab 3 right now.
Lab 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clicking share screen and it's not working.
It's not working.
Ah, there we go. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Share screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I am seeing the Skype one. Yep.
Okay. Create new Python class. New Python file.
Yes.
Lab 3.
Yes.
And copy this.
Mm-hmm.
Control C.
Mm-hmm.
Oopsies. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
I don't know what you did, but yeah.
Control V.
Yep. And
Is that
then,
right?
yes, that's right.
Okay, now Control S.
Yes.
And run lab 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. So go ahead and explain me the code actually.
Ah, wait.
So the first line we are assigning, go ahead.
So in the first line, we're saying that x equals to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, while x is less than 10,
Mm-hmm.
print x.
Mm-hmm.
So it was printing x.
Mm-hmm.
And if x is equal to 4,
Mm-hmm.
or if x is equal to 4,
Mm-hmm.
break x equal to x plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
go ahead.
So I'm thinking that means like, yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, so if it actually prints of first x was 1, so it came in and then executed line number 3 and it printed 1, and then it is executing line number 4. At that time it is saying that okay, if x is equal to 4, like which means is as x is equal to 4, no, x is actually equal to 1, and it does not do the step whatever is given inside the if condition, because x is not equal to 4. So it did not execute the line number 5. Instead, it comes to line number 6 and it increments x, like it increases x value by 1. So now x will be 2. Then it goes back to because the while loop is still continuing. So then it goes
Yeah,
back.
so I think it's like taking the second line and adding 1 and then keep on going until stopping at 5.
Yes, and
Auntie?
when it, yeah, yes. Like
I thought
I'll just finish this one statement. So at line number 4, when x is equal to 4, it's saying yes, now x is equal to 4, and it breaks. Break means like it is coming out of the loop. It does not execute line 6 and it doesn't go back to the while loop at 2. It just breaks that loop and it exited.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Was that a Sandy or was that Sandy who said auntie? Okay, who had the question? Sandy or Drew? Miles, it will be like your turn now. So if you can like share the screen and we'll work on lab 4, or which lab are you currently working on?
I have a question.
It's not letting me copy and paste things. I think that's just because of Raspberry Pi. Now this computer is not supposed to be able to connect to the Raspberry Pi. So
Okay.
to type everything, and I'm a very slow typer.
Okay, no problem, Miles. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and give a holler. Then you want to like share your program, what you're running. Would that work?
Sure.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Yes, yes, Advait. And somebody else mentioned they had a question. I don't know, like I couldn't recognize the voice. So please like type who had a question. So I will like call on you. Yes, Advait, what question you have?
So in Python, is it possible to count to infinite? If you do like a certain command, is it possible to count to infinite or some big number?
Some big number. Why? So if in case like if you say like while one and then you say print x and you within that you say x is equal to x plus one, what do you think will happen? So because while true, it just continuously increments that x and it constantly prints it.
Ah, okay, I'm gonna do that.
I already typed this whole amount down.
Okay, you want to share your screen, Miles?
Auntie, I have a question.
Yes, Nikta.
So for one of the programs, like the Hello program, where you had to print hello, and it constantly printed
Like
that.
try to
Uh,
come up with the value of one,
one,
and
okay,
it
what will what
like
will
My
what
think
question
my
is like, how
it's
is
just
it
not letting me like
to print
copy that
forever?
to the Raspberry.
okay, I don't know. There was multiple voices. Nikta, I
How do you
couldn't hear you.
print
You
forever?
said like the print hello. Go ahead. You
Because
were
there,
What is going on right now?
okay. One person talking, and that should be only Snigdha. Snigdha, go ahead. Your question. Whatever I heard is like for the program where we are printing hello. That's all I understood.
for like the program where we're printing hello,
Mm-hmm.
how is it that like that it constantly prints over and over? Because in the program there was only while. Didn't
While
really say.
one, so while one, it's saying like while true, and always in computer like the by default or say like it will be always true, nothing has broken, so nothing has failed. So that condition is also the while loop continues to run until like it is true, the condition is true. When the condition is false, it actually exits. So here there is nothing that you're actually checking, you're just like checking while it is like true. So it's like I telling you, hey, Snigdha, and as long as like you are Snigdha, you have to keep singing. So that means you will always be Snigdha, which means you always have to sing, right? But if I say, okay, if you're Snigdha, and then if you're at your home, and if the time is at 5 o'clock, then you sing. If not, so that means if you're not at home, you don't need to sing. And if the time is not 5 o'clock, you don't need to sing either.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
so until that condition is true, you're asking it to print. So here you're telling while it is true, you print it. And what will make it false? Nothing will make it false because we didn't have any other code to make it false.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Which are you ready to do the lab 4, Snigdha? Because it's your turn as per the icons that I have here on the call.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. You would share your screen?
Yeah, I'm just copying and pasting the code really quickly.
No, go ahead and share your screen. As you're doing that work, you can share your screen. So we're not having like a blank screen there on everybody's computer also. So create a new file, Snikta, and then do it. Because that way, whatever code you have got on the top, it doesn't have to be indented. And also click on Python class. No, not there. Right click on Python. Okay. Yeah, right click on Python class. Not a new file, create a new Python file. Escape out of this. Click on Python file. No audio.
Is this okay? Like, is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. You have already copied it. Go ahead and paste it there.
Okay.
Okay, and I see that some of the things did not get pasted right. So the X, the ampersand LT
Like this?
semicolon, yeah, line
Oh,
number,
these
yeah,
two?
yes. Do that as less than,
Less. Oh, like the
no,
sign.
like the sign actually, less than, and remove that semicolon.
Don't disturb.
Yes, and then you have to indent it. So
Like
at
the
the
rest of this.
yeah,
This.
backspace, I would say backspace,
Okay.
and then enter.
Oh.
That always like indents it. So backspace, yes.
Should I do that for all of them?
Yes, continue has to be like, yeah, enter. And then print X has to be aligned with if. Back, do one back. Yes.
There.
Yep. So now you save it and run it.
Right. Oopsies. Cancel. Um, um.
Yep.
3, 4, 5.
So, okay, Alan, you can probably like after this, you can share the screen and then do the project too, actually. You stay in this call and then you can share your screen. As soon as I'm done with Snigdha, you can do it. So go ahead, Snigdha, can you explain the code here?
X is equal to 1 while
No,
X
no,
is
you don't read it, okay? Explain each line what it is doing.
like it says that X is equal to 1, which means that X is 1.
We are
Like,
assigning the value 1 to the variable x.
yeah. And
Okay.
then
Okay.
while X is lesser than 5,
Mm.
which means that
Which,
X is lesser than 5.
mhm,
And then X is equal to X plus 1.
mhm. What does
If
that, what does
it
x
means
equal
that
to x
like
plus
X is equal to X plus 1, which means that X is equal to 5 plus 1.
no, so x is 1, right? At the line number 1, x is assigned a value 1. And
Yeah.
when the line number 2 is executed, that while is actually checking is x less than 5.
Okay.
Right now, the value of x is what? X is 1, right? So is 1 less than 5?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, 1 is less than 5. So it actually first does an adding 1 to the value of x. So it adds, it says like now x will be equal to x plus 1. So that is 1 plus 1. So
Okay.
x will be equal to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the next line I'm checking, like we are checking in line number 4, if x is equal to 2. Is x equal to 2 now?
Yes.
Yes, x is equal to 2. So then it continues. If x is equal to 2, what we are asking it to
It's
do
now
is
asking like
continue,
like keep
continue.
on adding until
No,
X.
no, no. It's when we say continue, the control goes back to the loop, like where to line number 2. The control goes back there. It does not do the line number 6. That's why we don't see 2 printed.
Okay.
Right, we don't see 2 is not printed. If line number 6 got executed, 2 would have got like printed there.
Okay.
Okay, so then the control went back to 2 and now it checks, okay, is x less than 5? Yes, 2. Right now what is the value of x? It is 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 is less than 5. So then it comes to the line number 3 and it says like now x will be equal to 2 plus 1. So
Which
x
is
is actually 3 right now. And then it checks number 4, line number 4, which says is x equal to 2? No, x is not equal to 2. So it does not do the line number 5 and it goes to line number 6, which is where it is printing 3. So it does that until like x is like less than 5. Like once it is like equal to uh, once it is like greater than 5, it will like exit out of it, and it does it for like 5 numbers though. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does it like for 5 numbers here, and but here x is actually assigned as 1.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why? Well,
See the logic. Just don't read it. It's not a plain English language.
Yeah, just like understand like the logic of it, and I'm actually like I'll explain like in a written way like the next code. Yes,
I know, but my question is, why is it saying x equal to less than 5? Shouldn't it be like less than or equal to 5?
yes, it should be less than or equal to 5. I was wondering about the same thing too. So we can debug that code to see why is the 5 getting printed. Good catch, Advait.
Okay.
Yep, that's a good catch. I was wondering about that too. Okay, Alan, are you like Alan? Can you join? Like, can you share your screen and let's see what problem you're having with the second program?
So I copied it and pasted it, but when I run it, it's
Okay,
it's
okay,
not.
yeah. You see the line number 2? Hold on. The lab 2, right? You said which one are you actually running?
Lab 2.
No, you are see when you click on like run, right next to that you are seeing like a drop down, right? Hello world is what is getting run. So what happens in this PyCharm is that button like on the top that you are seeing, it always runs the last program that you ran. If you need to run the current one, you need to right click on that code. So you need to like right click there and then say run project. So now you have lot of tabs opened here. So go ahead and close the tabs there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you can only stop this one by clicking on that square like the red stop button.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. That's a common mistake that everybody does it. Even I do it right now. I run it and it's like, okay, why my changes are not reflected? And I realized, oh yeah, I have to like right click and then run it. It does not, it doesn't know that it cannot read your mind. It just like remembers that icon on the top. It just remembers what you ran last.
Okay.
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 Yep. Miles, are you ready to share the screen? Okay, not hearing from Miles.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was just making a new file.
Okay.
Sure, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Um, share, um,
Are you gonna copy and paste now?
wait. Well, I'm trying to share my screen. Also not muted. Hold on a second. Do I have to do this?
No. No, go up. Go
Yes,
share
this.
screen.
Goodness, but then share.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll show whatever's displaying.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
No.
Click on that. Be just on the screen itself.
Try
Click share.
whenever
I'm doing.
whenever you
Okay, now
you know that your screen is being
Yes,
shared whenever there's like there.
Advait, they got it. They got it. Yeah. Thank you. So go ahead and run the lab 5.
Which lab should I run?
Lab 5.
Then run.
Yep. So it doesn't, no, the code is not completed yet there. So there is more lines to it. It's like there should be like 6 lines of code in it. So can you go back to the Word document? So there is like down, because there's a page break.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, that one. Yep. Delete everything, whatever you have got here, because you copied all the, you copied all lines of code here. Did not bring it.
Delete all that first. And then
Yeah,
try copy.
I thought like it deleted actually.
Yeah, they're like problems. I don't know. It's like not copying some things.
Okay, why don't you copy one line at a time, like for the other 2 lines, whatever did not come up? Or can I paste? I can paste it in the IM, like in the message in this Skype.
So like, should I just like copy like this and paste it, and then I can like copy this one down here, and then just paste it?
Yes,
Yeah,
try that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Try that.
I don't know. Then hit that.
Yep.
There.
Yeah. Now you can run it. Go ahead and run that.
I was gonna run.
Yeah. So can you explain me what the code is doing from the first line?
So
So just go one line line, say what you think it's doing. Like, what is that line doing? X equals 1.
X equals 1 is doing an X loop. One time while X is not good as 5 is.
So it's creating a variable X, is initializing it as 1. So it's giving it a value as 1. Then the while.
Yep. Then it actually checks the second line is what is the value of 1. So wherever you see X, it is taking the value of whatever X is having. So when you are initially running this program at line number 2, what will be the value of X?
1.
1. So it is checking what is the condition that the while loop is checking.
Wow is doing 1. It is smaller than 5.
Yes, exactly. That's right. And is 1 less than 5?
Yeah.
Yes. So if it is true, whatever is underneath that, like while statements, it will do that work. If it is false, it won't do the work. So what is it doing at the line number 3?
Fitting that 1 is equal to 1, and then 1 plus 1.
Yes, you're right. It does like 1 plus 1. So now what will be the value of X?
X is equal to value of 2 because it did plus X plus 1.
Yes, that is right. So then in the line number 4, what are we doing in line number 4?
If X equal to two equals, it's just testing if the two sides are equal.
Yes.
So
So is x is what is the value of x we have right now?
2.
2. So is 2 equal to 2?
Yeah.
Yes. So the next step, so pass is just a dummy statement. It doesn't do anything. It's just saying, okay, fine, like that. That's all. Like it doesn't do any action. And then the next line continues. So that's why we are seeing the number 2 is printed, right? In your output, you see the number 2 is printed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes back to, because right now 1 is less than 5, so that's why this loop is there. The loop has not failed, so it goes back to the top. Actually, it goes back to while loop to the line number 2, and now it is checking is 2 is less than 5.
Mm-hmm.
Does the same thing, and then it prints 3. Then it goes back to 2, and what will be checked when after the 3 is printed? What will be the check at the line number 2?
If 3 is smaller than 5.
Yes. So it does like is 3 is smaller than 5, and then it comes and like it prints 4. Then it goes back, and then it checks like is 4 smaller than 5. It actually, so Advait, this would be answering our question also. So because when after 4 is printed, it goes back to line number 2. It checks is 4 is less than 5. Yes, 4 is less than 5, and before printing, we are incrementing the value. That's why the 4 becomes like now x value of x becomes 5, and then you come back and line number 6, 5 gets printed. Then it goes back to the top and to the line number 2. Now it is checking is 5 is less than 5. What will happen at this time?
It will stop
Will
the
stop.
loop because 5 is equal to 5.
Yes. So it will stop and then it will exit. So the program ended there. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes, so that's where like you kind of like write it on. Usually for programmers, you write it down. You write on, okay, this value is this. I'm incrementing here. So if you are incrementing and printing, that is the reason we are seeing 5. If we print and increment, we will not see that 5. So when we put like logic, we have to like make sure what is that we have to process and where the process has to like exit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Miles, you can continue with whatever you are doing.
Should I stop sharing?
You
Should I
can
stop
stop.
having my screen shared?
Yes, you can. Sandy, it's your turn next.
Listen, how do I stop having my screen shared?
You just click on that
Like,
stop
no,
and then click stop
no.
share. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
Yes.
I'm doing lab 6 right now, right?
Yes, you are doing lab 6. And others, like if you are continuing, you can continue. Like whoever is sharing, will just like try to go in an order for understanding the codes together.
For some reason my screen's not working.
Your screen share is not working.
Oh, now
Okay.
there we go. This is lab 1.
Okay. Yeah. Take lab 6 and yep.
So I haven't put in the code
Okay.
yet. There.
Yep.
Oh, wrong.
Yeah. So now it's your turn to explain me what it is doing.
So x equals 1.
Mm-hmm.
So then while x is less than 5, so then
So don't read. Yeah, explain me the code. I can read the code. So explain me when we say x is equal to 1, what is happening there?
so x equals 1, so that means like the base value is 1.
Okay.
And then it keeps on going because x plus equals x plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
But then once it reaches 5,
Mm-hmm.
it stops because the while loop says when x is less than 5, you should stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the thing is done, it goes to the else loop, and then the else loop says print done printing 1 to 4, so then it prints that at the end.
Yes, yes. So, yep. Any questions here?
No, I think it's actually pretty nifty.
Okay. Dhruv, you can stop sharing. Sandy and Dhruv can share for lab 7.
Okay. Waiting for it to load.
Okay.
Ansi?
Yes, yes. Was it Alan? Yes, Alan.
Yeah, it's Alan. So it's always like sorry to bother you and read the class, but like can I please share my screen because I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Dhruv. We'll just like ask Alan to share a screen, and then we'll come back to you, Dhruv.
So like every time I copy and paste it, there's always this and pound and 39 symbol, and that destroys the code.
Yes, so you need to like go back and then see what value is given in the Word document and then retype it. I think Snigdha had that same problem. For few people, the copy paste is actually translating it differently. Where it says like that ampersand LT colon in line number 2, you have to delete that and then see what is being typed in that Word document.
Okay.
And you are using your school, are you using your school Chromebook?
No, I don't have. I didn't get one yet.
I didn't get one yet because I thought like that's I know Snigdha was using the Chromebook. I don't know if it is the Chromebook one. You open your, so go ahead and open your that Explorer where you have got the code. So can you open in Google Docs? Try opening in Google Docs. Click on that, and let's try it if in case here it is working fine or not. Maybe next time I'll put it as a HTML page and we'll see. Yeah, scroll down and copy that code. No, don't. When you copy, make sure like it doesn't fill that column completely.
Okay.
So after you use your mouse until there, yes, yeah, you can also use your keyboard to like copy it. Now try to select all and then
Miles left.
Miles, he might like join. Yeah. So if you open it in Google, it's working now. So just open it in Google Docs and then it is copying. If you're just like opening in the classroom, looks like it that values are not copying and pasting. So Snigdha, in case I saw that was happening in your computer also. So in case if you have not opened it in Google Docs, open the lab in Google Docs.
I just did.
Okay, and okay, yeah. So then maybe that copy paste will work fine.
Okay.
Okay. Dhruv, you want to share your screen? And Alan, you have not like shown a real lab. It was like questions sharing. So the next one, lab 8, you can share your screen and show it.
Okay.
Okay.
Share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, is mine sharing?
Yes, I'm
Hey,
seeing.
Vanessa. I'm Vatso, and I found an error in lab 8.
Uh-huh.
It's not really an error, but you said for x in range 5 print x else print done printing 1 to 5. It only prints from 0 to 4, but it says done printing 1 to 5.
That's what I typed, right? So we just need to say maybe like print done
0 to 4.
to 4. Yeah.
Should I do this now?
Okay, so should I change it?
Yeah, you can change it. You can change it. Yep.
Okay, you should change it in the main document too.
Okay, I will change it.
Should I run this now?
Yes, yes, go ahead and run it. So can you explain, Dhruv?
So the first line, it's if x is in the range of 0 to 5. So
Mm-hmm.
if x is in that range, then it'll print it down.
Okay, and once it is there at 5, it like exits.
No, but it says for x at range 5. So shouldn't 5 pop up?
No, it actually stops at 5 and then it comes. That is the stopping point for it.
So wait, let me see this.
Yeah, that's the stopping point. And do you notice that we don't need to, when we use like for loop, we don't need to like increment the values like one at a time. Like we don't need to like increment x is equal to x plus 1. We don't need to do that. The for loop does it for us automatically.
Wait, is it because 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are actually 5 numbers?
You try like giving it there like 10, it will exit at like 9.
Shouldn't it also print like -1, -2, -3?
No, the numbers always like start at 0 if you don't specify anything. So while you are there, Dhruv, go ahead and execute like let's do the lab 11 also. So go ahead and do lab 11 because no, it doesn't go like -1.
Yeah,
Take
it just
lab
says this.
take lab 11.
1 second. New Python file. Labs 11. Enter. Yeah, lab 11. Okay, let's find that.
So now run it actually. So it stopped when it was like at 10. So that is the stopping point for it. So if we need like negative, you can this is where we need to like try if you start at like -2 and then you come at like 10. But the range always starts from like the range always like starts at 0 if you don't like specify anything. If you have to like get into like the negative numbers, then this is the strategy to go like, okay, I need to like start here and then end here. So you remember the method I mentioned, right? You send like input values to the methods. So whatever values you are giving within that range and the brackets, that is inputs to it. So when you give like only one number, it considers it as that is the end number for me to stop. At that time, it always starts at 0. But if you give, so do lab 12 also, Dhruv, but just like pause here for a minute. In this case, we are giving like 3 numbers. So in that case, it says my starting number is the first number, my ending number is the second number, and I have to increase it by 2. When we give only like one number, like click on your lab 7. Dhruv, click on your lab 7.
Let me just. Okay, clicked on it.
Yes, so there only one number is given. So in that one number, it is the ending number. So it always starts with 0 and it increases by only 1. You did not give those values, but that is what that program, that range method will be doing. But now click on lab 11. Here we gave 3 values, so it doesn't need to determine what the starting number has to be. So it starts at the number 2 and then it goes until 10 and it increases by 2. And
Should I explain lab 11 since we're doing it? Or?
yeah, do the lab. No, we don't. The next person doesn't need to do like lab 11. Copy the lab 12 also, and then like do lab 12. Is your computer running out of power?
I just plugged it in.
Okay, good. So do lab 12.
Okay, let's just open WordPad.
Okay, now go ahead and run it. So you see here we did not give, so the first number, when you give only two numbers, it takes the first number as the starting number. The second one is where it has to like stop and exit. And then you didn't give like the third number. So if you don't give the third number, it just increases the values by only one. So you see, it just like went from 2, 3, 4. So the method range can take like multiple, there is different forms of input it can take. So if you give 1, that's the ending. Then in that case, it starts at 0 and increases just by 1.
But
If you
what if you
Mhm.
what if you did it like this?
No, okay, try it out. It doesn't hurt to try. In my case, it might error. Yeah. So it says
We can't go
range. Yeah, it says I expect only 3 arguments. You gave me 4. What do you want me to do? It's saying.
So can you do this then? That should
Yep.
work. It's just
Yep.
Yep. How come I can't do 4 arguments though?
Hmm?
How come it can't do 4 arguments?
Because it's not coded for it. It is not designed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I ask you to fly by yourself, can you fly?
No.
No. Because why? Why can't you fly?
I don't know how to pilot a jet.
Because we are not designed to fly. That's what. So all these computer programs are like designed to do a certain functionality, and if it is not there, it will say like, no, I can't do it.
And I still don't know how to, and I don't know how to pilot a jet. So.
Okay. Okay. So next, Alan, you can join the call. Like, I mean, not join the call, share your screen. So we completed 11, 12, and then we completed 7. So we have like 8, 9, and 10. And after that, we have our whole drawing project to complete. So do 8. Tab 8. So this is what Vatsal was saying, because the message that we are printing is not matching to the data that we are printing here. So you can go ahead and change it to say done printing 0 to 4. So do we see that like we can do something and then we can print something also? So the when you're printing this error messages or like real messages, it has to match. So whatever it's left, it's actually the developers decide what needs to go there. So you have to have like meaningful information that matches to your work.
Okay.
Okay. Alan, can you explain what it is doing?
So if x is in range of, like, if it's like less than 5, then you should print it.
It actually, so we are saying like x in range of 5. So when we say range, it is like from some starting value to like some ending value. That is what like the range means. So here you are giving only one number in that range method. So only one input is given, and that input, if you give only one, it will take it as it will take it as that is the end number. It doesn't, and then it takes the starting number as 0, and it increases it starts from 0 and then it increases like 1 at a time and then goes until 5.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what it's doing. You gave like, it's saying like for x in the range of 5. In the range 5 means it starts from 0 and goes until like 5. Then it prints that number. It prints that number, whatever it is. And you don't need to, like, if you notice, like in while loop we had that increment x is equal to x plus 1. Here you don't need to have that incrementing done. The for loop does the increment, like increasing that value by itself. It is inbuilt. And when this one what we wrote is called like for else loop. After it is done, when it in the else part, it says like print done like done printing 0 to 4. Okay.
So what does else mean?
Huh?
So what does else mean?
else means that for is like done. It is done. So
Okay.
that condition. So it's the same thing. All the loops keeps getting executed until that condition is true. So when that condition is false, it gets out of it. So when x is equal to 5, when for has actually incremented it to 5, that condition became false. Then it exited out of that loop and it printed like print done like done printing 0 to 4.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that. Any other questions? Okay. Who wants to share their screen next? For that person can run 9 and 10.
I can do next.
Okay, go ahead, Vatsal.
Which lab do you want me to do?
8. 8 we completed. 9. Go ahead and do 9. See, there you have got lab 11. So if you need to like run that particular one, yep. So what is this code doing here? Take a guess, Vatsal.
Hold on. So it's saying for every character in Gen 3, it's printing it. So it's doing GEN3. So like it's putting each like letter and number in each line, like printing.
Yes, that is for each character in the Gen 3. So from Gen 3, like each of the character gets assigned to the variable like char, and then it prints that particular character down.
Yeah.
Okay. And do lab 10.
Okay, I'll do lab 10. Okay, I'll have to make one.
Yes.
Uno question.
Yes, I'll wait.
And then
Are we gonna do the drawings for next week or?
Oh no, we'll finish it now because there's only like couple drawings. We'll do it.
lab 10. Okay.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Okay. So it says for X in range 1 to 3, for Y in range 1 to 2, print Y, print X, print Y.
Yeah, what do you think that is doing? Like what we can read that. You go you and then you tell me what do you think it is doing?
I think it's gonna print for X, it's gonna print 1
Mm-hmm.
to 3.
Mm-hmm.
For Y, it's gonna print 1, 2.
Yes, that is correct. But we have a nested loop, right? Go ahead and run it, like run it now.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a nested loop here. So first it started printing X. So it printed 1, and then it was inside the while loop and it printed 1, 2. So it finished the Y printing and then it goes back and then prints 2 and it comes back to like print the value that was in like the Y.
So does it take like turns printing each variable?
Yes, it actually, so the print X and print Y both are inside the for Y loop, right? So
Yeah.
it finishes that first and then it goes back to the top to do the
Okay.
next one. Yep.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So
So should I do another lab or is my turn over?
Yeah, it's your I'll turn it to like Advait. Advait, can you
Sure.
do turtle lab? Yeah, so we have like one, two, three,
I'll
four.
stop sharing.
Okay, yeah, seven, eight. So we have eight turtle labs. So because it's drawing, I like each of you can take a turn to show one drawing here.
Can
Do
we choose any? Can we choose any of them?
no, do lab 13. We'll just go in an order, Advait. If not, I would get confused which one we finished, which one we did not finish.
Alrighty.
Yep,
Control C.
yep. And we
Uh,
that
create
code
new.
out. So can you move that TG, like that small window to your side where it says TG and the microphone? Everything.
What?
Okay, never mind. Just go ahead.
Okay. Lab 13.
Mm.
Control V.
Okay, let's first walk through this code a little bit. Okay, so first we are importing the turtle library. So far in the for loop, while loop, we didn't have any import to be done because we did not use any additional functionalities or like standard libraries, we didn't use it. So here we are importing the turtle. And what is the first screen actually doing? Like line number 2, what is it doing?
It's making the turtle screen, the actual turtle screen where it's actually going to be drawn.
Yes, it is making the turtle screen, and that we are assigning to a variable called ms.
Yep.
And what is the
So,
line number 3 do?
so MSBG color is orange, so the background is going to be orange.
Yes. And then the next line?
The next line is going to be P equal to turtle turtle. So it's basically saying that P is going to be equal to, the variable P is going to be turtles for
Turtle.
shortness.
Mm-hmm. And then?
And then the turtle goes forward 100 units, we'll say.
Pixels.
And
So
then it goes
everything is like pixels. So it goes like 100 pixels.
100 pixels.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes, I'm guessing 90 is like the degree of the left.
Yes.
So it's going to take a 90-degree turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to go forward another 100 pixels.
Yes.
And it's going to make the color of the pixels black, the
Okay.
turtle.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to make the,
The pen size. The pen
how
size
do
is
you,
escape.
it's going to make the pen size 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to end the turtle and then show you the drawing.
Yes. Go ahead and run.
So Control S.
Vanita, I have a question.
Yes.
What is the pen size?
So that arrow that you would be like seeing, wait, like, did you run it? That is the pen, it actually increases, the pen size actually increases. So if in case you put like another line to draw, that line, width of that particular line will be bigger than the one whatever you have drawn. So if you want to test that, Vatsal, you have to like give another line after the number 9 as p dot forward like that.
Okay.
I think I just did it.
Yes, it did it. So go ahead and close this window. And as a line number 10, let's add like one more line to.
Press run. Is that what you did?
Yes, that actually ran. Not after 9, add one more line between line 9 and 10.
Alrighty.
So type p dot
Doing something.
forward 100. Just type p dot forward 100. Forward.
P dot 4.
Yeah. Start typing FOR, it will bring you that. Yeah. 100. Yep. And yeah, so now try to run it. If instead of like the 20, just make it as like line pen size is 30. The previous line in line number 9, make it as previous pen size as 30. Escape here. Whenever this pop-up comes, just escape.
Okay, escape.
Yeah,
Pen size 30.
30. Yeah, make it 30. Okay, that also would work. Just like run it now.
Okay.
See that pen size, so that's for 230. He said like make the pen size to be 230, so it draws a big line.
That was just like an egg. Let's try that. Let's try it now.
Yes.
Stop and rerun. Okay.
Okay, so do you see that what's the pen size mean?
What if you put like the pen size at like 100 billion?
Okay, let's go through
The
the
whole screen is gonna be black.
yes. Next one. Okay, Advait completed. Alan, go ahead and share your
What is he doing?
Alan, go ahead and share your screen and do exercise 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this exercise, like we will not like take much time explaining the codes um, because we have already learned the concept. This is like just applying that concept to do these drawings. Yep, save it and run it. It's pretty much the same. We have instead of like the screen, we have taken like a pen, and you see like move it to the side a little bit, and then let's see the code also. No, we need to see the code. Move it to the side. Yes. So we started with the pen, and you see that we went forward 100, left 90, forward 100, left 90, forward 180, left 90, then forward left, and then we were done. So that you just like drew a square. Question.
Why is that so complicated? Like just a square, that much of code?
Yeah, you have to, if you want your computer to like do like draw just a square, it takes so much work. Do you all like play video games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So imagine how much of
Yeah.
I cannot imagine how. Oh my god, there would be like about 7,000 billion lines of code in there.
Yes.
One
Just
of
make like a 3D game where you just walk around. Just 7 billion thing.
Okay. Sandy, next your turn. 15.
okay. Oh, I need to share my screen.
Yes, you need to share your screen.
Share screen. Lab 15.
15.
It's another square.
It's another square. What is the difference between lab 14 and 15?
It's shorter.
It's shorter. Why is it shorter?
Because you like you put like you made it go 4 times.
Yes, we introduced loops. Right? So
Loop-de-loop.
we see the benefit of loops? Less number of code. Right?
Now I see why loops are handy.
Yes. Miles.
Okay, I'm gonna shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Lab 16.
What? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Share my screen.
Yes, go ahead and share your screen. I don't like, I am excited to see these drawings actually, really. I'm hoping like you guys are also as excited as I am. And next class, when we introduce colors to it, it's going to like look more prettier.
Is this like an optical illusion or something?
It looks like that, right?
Can I do lab 17?
It looks like a pyramid now.
Yeah, go ahead and Miles.
It looks like
Can I
a
do lab
hollowed out
17
pyramid
after
with
this?
an actual.
Hold on, one person at a time. So here, what we are doing in that lab 16, the x value is constantly changing. In when we drew a square, the x value did not change. But here the x value is constantly changing. First it went forward 1, it went forward 2, and then it went forward 3. The taking turn, like the left 90, that did not change.
It's like geometry.
Understand कर लेना. I do, but I really want to do this. हाँ तो जल्दी से कर ले, copy paste कर ले.
Yeah, we will. You can do it yourself. You can go ahead and do it yourself. But when like sharing, there
Okay,
is
it doesn't matter. I can do that.
yeah, you can do it. You don't have to like share it. But this is like everybody are sharing on time here. Okay, Miles, any question?
No.
Okay. Who is next? Dhruv.
I'll stop sharing my screen.
Okay, thank you, Miles. Dhruv.
Okay, am I sharing?
Yes.
Oh,
17.
everybody put the code in.
Yeah, you have already put the code in. So the only difference we see that is like we instead of turning left 90, it's hold on. Who is instead of okay,
That
Sandy,
is so
you might have to, like,
cool.
hold on. I like mute.
How?
Okay, I have to mute.
Doing that.
Okay.
It makes it look like it's like a twisting stairs, right? It's so cool. Wait, Mama, I want to do something. Can you make this infinite?
So here the left, instead of turning 90 degrees exactly, we are turning 91. That is why you are seeing this, it's kind of twisted. So between 16 and 17, do you see the only difference is like in your turn? Are you noticing that, Dhruv?
Yeah.
21.
Wait, can I tell
91.
something?
It looks like a painting.
Watso, you were saying you can do it infinitely by just changing the range, I think.
Yeah, but infinite, there is nothing called like infinite. You have to like give a
You can
number.
do like 100,000. And then like, let's see that.
Yeah. So, okay, next person, who is it? Dhruv has shared, Snigdha. Okay, I think it's Alan. No, Advait already shared. Snigdha, go ahead and share your screen. And we are doing
Which lab should I do? Which
18,
lab?
18, lab
Okay,
8.
lab 18.
Yeah, so lab 18, we don't have a code, but just like see the instructions. So change the value in t dot f in the code above to make different shapes. And the shape that I have shown is like to have 100 as the value for t dot left. But you can pick your own value and we will see like what shape we are getting.
Okay, I'll share my screen real quick.
So it's the same code as 17. We are just like 16 and 17. Just going to change the value in the left one.
100 looks like a road.
So,
Yeah, it's
and so this code was 100.
yes. And the t dot left, the left, you can give your own value.
I think I want to change.
What do you want to give?
Maybe I could try 100 too for that.
Yeah, if with 100, you would get the same picture as in the lab, in the document, whatever I have put.
Like I would get the same one as like this, or
Yeah.
which one?
Yes, you will get the same one as 18.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay,
You
so
can try it out. But remember, after 360, it comes back, right? That's all it can turn. So you have to divide that by 360, and that is the one it actually does. So it doesn't really matter if you want.
Hey, I changed it from
Oh my.
I changed the range to like a quadrillion, and now it turned into like a flower.
Flower, it will be like going like a big flower. Take a snapshot of it and then put it in as a picture in the IM
Okay.
page. Don't close it. Why did you close it actually?
I was trying to.
Advait, okay, that is going to take a while to finish, right?
I'm just gonna sit here and watch it. I'll stop sharing my screen. So.
Okay, after it goes to like one level, you can stop sharing. Right now, just leave it. Okay.
Okay, so it's.
Yeah, let it go until like a certain level, and then you can start sharing.
चेक करते हैं जैसे किया था चेक करते हैं
So after
Is that
360,
okay?
it's good. Next, Sean, go ahead and like share it. Okay,
Hey guys, I pasted the picture.
that's so pretty actually. It's really pretty.
I put mine too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that is really pretty.
This one, Vatsal, this is awesome. This is really pretty. Love it.
What did you put for the first one,
Hey Drew,
Vatsu?
yours looks like a bunch of stars overlapping.
Okay. Sean's turn.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, okay, when I'm talking, if I hear like side conversations, I would mute you guys. You know, on the side, you can directly message to each other.
You're lagging.
I'm lagging. Okay, Sean, go ahead and share your screen and do lab 19.
Oh, you mean me?
Yes,
You want me to share
yes.
the screen? What do you want?
Share the screen and run program 19.
Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Um, okay, so I wasn't following the lesson, but look what I just created.
Wow.
My dad and I just create some experience while we wait for you.
This guy, like, he
Yeah,
created something.
You
that
see
is
that? Isn't that cool?
We're waiting for this flower to load.
Oh, so
I made
what
a code that
guys are you
took those
on?
guys to
Are you
the
on
Now I'm just
15?
waiting
Just
for.
increase the length.
19.
Running
19.
for
Okay,
long.
I'm going to
I
mute.
know.
19. Go to 19.
Oh my god. So much lag.
What happened, Advait? Why are you crying?
So much lag. I can't stand it.
Sean, show your code, not the video. Are you copying the code 19? Sean, are you copying the code 19?
Oh, the code 19?
Yes.
I will now. Okay. You want?
You don't mute yourself when you're talking, and video can be mute, like turned off, but don't mute your, yeah, you cannot.
Auntie, I
Mm-hmm.
have to go
You can
now.
still see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see your screen. Okay, Sandy, I was seeing your screen, Sean, and then I don't see your screen right now.
Yeah, I'm on switcher. Press your screen. Okay. Okay, so wait. Cursor A. Okay, I guess you're at 19, right? Okay.
19.
I wait for the.
Ooh, cool.
I'm gonna do this. Okay. You wanna see what happens?
Hmm?
Look at this illusion. Oh, it's multiplying. See? Oh.
So here we changed the background color and the pen color.
Yeah. Do you see this?
Yep. So if you go to like 20,
Yeah.
yep. So Sean, you have any questions here?
Um. No.
Okay. Try all the labs. And Dhruv, do you want to like who has not like shared the screen so far?
I
We
have before.
She said.
okay, we just need to do like lab 20. So can you share lab 20, please?
Good at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Found the words. How am I supposed to?
Am I sharing right now?
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay, this is lab 20.
So lab 20, the only difference between the, like, go to that Word document for a minute, to the lab document.
We're done. Yeah.
Yes. So scroll down. So you see like lab 19 and 20 is almost the same, except we have got the pen size to be different. Okay, just maximize that window, like just pull it on the top.
There.
Yeah. So you see all the lines are same, but we have changed the pen size. So you have a T dot pen size 5. Rest everything, all the lines of code are the same between lab 19 and 20. So it's the same shape, but it is drawn little thickly with a thicker pen. You see that? Everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yep. So now you go back to your program and then let's finish the drawing. Yeah, now you run it. I think your Python like another version is still like open down or yeah, run it actually, we'll see.
Oh, you want to run?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. While this is drawing, any questions for anyone? I will like be posting the homework online and just use the Google Classroom chat if you are finding anything new. If you have any questions, post it there. So if it's not me, somebody else has figured it out. They can also answer the questions. And feel free to use this link, the Python class link, if you guys like want to talk offline outside of this class. Okay. Class is like done. Any questions? Does any?
Okay. Um. Can I like do whatever I like in the Python class?
In the
I don't
Python
have.
class,
Yeah,
whatever you
because I
want.
like experiencing like switching the projects you made.
Okay, it would be good if you follow the
Bye.
Yeah.
by Advait. But outside of the class, if you instead of the homeworks that I am posting, if you want to do your own project, you can do your own project. But the reason I want you to like listen to the class is like there are some tips that is actually taught, and I explain the concepts, and others might have some questions from which you can learn also. And the
Okay.
homework will be related to whatever we are learning here. So
Mm-hmm.
outside of the class, you're free to explore, and I would really recommend you to explore it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hey Vanita. So is the meeting over and can we like leave?
Yes, you can leave.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Snigdha and
I had a question. I had a
yes,
question.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Could you tell me exactly how the loop works? Because like in the code, like it was a bit confusing for me. So could you
Okay.
explain it?
Okay. Yeah. So I will share my screen and then explain it. And just like go exactly to that code.
Okay.
Okay, let me take this code. Close this one and open a new file. Right, so this is the code that we are working on. Hold.
Okay.
Okay.
Come here. Why are you putting stretch?
Okay, so for the first, are you following me here? So for the first 10 x, the value of x will be 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and when this value, it actually checks while means like is 1 less than 5. It checks that. So this while loop is actually checking is 1 less than 5. It is yes, right? It is true. Then it will do like now x will be equal to 1 plus 1. So in this case, x will be equal to 2.
Okay.
Then within that we are checking if x is equal to 2, which means its checks is 2 equal to 2. It is yes,
Yes.
right? So it continues. So when it is continuing, it actually the loop goes back to this line.
And then it like keeps on repeating.
Yes, and here, so when it comes here, now in the second iteration, so that is like first round. In the second round, it does this is 2 less than 5, it checks. Yes, it is less than 5. Then it does like x is equal to 2 plus 1. So now x is equal to 3. Then it checks if x is equal to 2, which means is 3 is equal to 2. It is checking. No, it is not equal to 2. So it does not execute that continue step. It skips that one. It skips continue because this condition is not true.
Okay.
Then it comes back and prints the,
Prints out
so
3.
now x is 3.
Prints out 3 then.
Yeah. So this just continues. So when actually after, so it prints 3 and it comes back and then checks is 3 less than 5. Yes, and then it goes, it increments, x will be equal to 3 plus 1. So now x is equal to 4. And it prints 4. Then it comes back, it checks is 4 less than 5. Yes, 4 is less than 5. And it does x is equal to 4 plus 1. So now it is 5. It comes and prints 5. It goes back and then checks is 5 less than 5.
No.
Then it just like exits loop.
So then it doesn't do it anymore. Like
Yeah, it doesn't do it anymore. So the actually programmers just sit here and then they will see actually, okay, x is 2, then it comes here, now it becomes 3, then it actually doesn't do this one, this is like skipped and it prints 3. So they actually like walk through the code.
Okay.
So this is false. So they will like walk through the code. Then the next they will say, okay, now x is 3. Yes, it increments to 4. Now it is false. Then yes, it prints 4. Then it comes back. X is 4. Now it becomes 5. Then it is false. It prints 5. Then they, oh, that's why 5 is getting printed because I wanted to print only until 4, but I'm incrementing and then printing and then checking. So this is where like it is failing. So I have to go and update my condition if I don't want to print 5. So that's how like programmers actually check their code.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes. Thank you.
So you have to like, so loops could be confusing. So that's why you need to always have like a paper and pen next to you and then like work it out. Because for each step, you need to see what the value of that particular value variable is and what check is happening is that check like true or false and which path it will be going.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. I will post the labs before tomorrow and you guys have like until Monday to finish as much as possible.
Okay.
Okay. See you. Okay. Bye.